In Britain today, when most people think of Easter, their first thoughts are often of chocolate bunnies and rainy bank holidays. And though some people do attend church, for Western Christians, Christmas is the bigger festival. But for Russian Orthodox Christians, Easter represents the principal religious festival of the whole year. Father Joseph Skinner of the Russian Orthodox Diocese of Sourozh, which is located at Ennismore Gardens in Knightsbridge, explains.
Easter is the beginning of everything. If we think about Jesus' disciples, the apostles, who on the evening of Friday after the crucifixion were completely crushed, disillusioned, all their hopes had been in Jesus as the Messiah had been dashed. And yet within a few days they were going about preaching that Jesus is alive, that he is risen from the dead. And this faith, in a few centuries, spread and conquered over the whole of the known world at that time. So something really dramatic must have happened at that first Easter, and the Christian message is that indeed that's nothing other than the resurrection of Christ. So it's clearly the most central event in the Christian calendar.
The build-up to Easter has been some time coming. Orthodox Christians have been fasting for Lent for 40 days before Easter. The week leading up to Easter, which is known as Holy Week and started last weekend with Palm Sunday, is packed full of special church services. The culmination of the week is on Saturday evening, when the joyous Easter services start late in the evening and continue deep into the night. The cathedral in London has been very busy this week, as Father Joseph explains.
So there were about 1,000 people at the church last Sunday. Of course, during the week it's many fewer because people have to work. But the attendance builds up as we get towards Easter. And on the Easter night itself, we would expect about 2,000 people. The church is absolutely full, and the square outside is full as well.
Some have seen this particular Lent in Russia as a difficult one. Journalist and religious expert Andrei Zolotov explains.
First of all, you may know it's been a difficult Lent with a lot of what we call in the Orthodox Church temptations. That means a lot of disturbances related to the elections, the post-electoral situation, this sacrilege in the Christ the Savior Cathedral, and the reaction to that. People within the church also have had very heated discussions, which one can say are not very timely in the period of the preparation for Easter. So now a lot of my friends are now looking forward to Easter and are trying to experience the Holy Week in a fuller sense.
Andrei Zolotov there. But as Father Joseph says, it's best not to get distracted and to remember what Easter is about.
We always expect temptations during Lent of one sort or another. This year they've been much more in the news than usual. But we try not to be distracted by that from focusing on the central meaning of Lent as preparation for this great feast of Easter.
Father Joseph Skinner there. Observers of Russian religious life say that today more people in Russia seem to be remembering the significance of Easter.
Easter is becoming more meaningful for people than just an occasion for cakes and eggs. It is acquiring sort of a more profound and a fuller meaning of a celebration of death and resurrection, the foundation of our faith, and the joy that comes with it. I have no data to assess whether that's the case. I can see that, certainly over the past 15 to 20 years, more people take interest in more than just Easter. For example, they take interest in the Holy Week and the Lent. And that emphasizes the fact that people embrace sort of the Christian meaning of Easter rather than the pagan meaning of Easter.
Andrei Zolotov there. Happy Easter.